up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Big Cool Entertainment, and I am here with my review on tonight's episode of The Walking Dead titled Untie. It was a terrific episode. It was more action-packed than a lot of people anticipated, at least the ones that didn't excuse me, read any of the spoilers leading up to this weekend's episode. The episode started off with Jesus in one of the homes in Alexandria, looking at a photo, sitting on the stairs, and Carl, comes out, puts the gun to his head, said, "What the hell are you doing here?" And Jesus, being a smart ass, said, "I'm sitting on the stairs looking at a picture, waiting on your mom and dad to come out." And that's when Rick, Carl's father, Michonne, not Carl's mother, but like a mother figure to him, comes out pretty much naked. Daryl, Glenn, Abraham rushes inside the house, sensing, maybe there's some trouble, brewing. The look on Rick and Michonne's face, once they see Carl, it's kind of like, damn, they didn't mean that. They didn't mean for him to find out that way. But Carl's cool with it. He talked to Rick. He loves Michonne like a second mom. She's been there for him and Rick over the years. Saves Rick's ass countless a number of times. But like I said, I think he's happy. And if he could have selected somebody to not replace his mom but step in and fill in for his mom, it would be Michonne. And then you fast forward to what we seen last week in a preview, little 30-second trailer of this week's episode, where Sasha and Abraham are walking, laughing, making jokes, talking to each other. And before they depart, Abraham says, "I'll see you tomorrow." And she said, "No, I got my shift switched with Eugene." It could spell trouble for Abraham later on down the line this season or next season. Obviously, Sasha is trying to distance herself from Abraham, who she obviously has feelings for. Abraham is kind of disappointed when he hears that she's switching shifts and they'll no longer be working together. But he's conflicted because of seeing fast forward to him and Rosita in the bed kissing, just after having sex. And while he's laying in the bed with her, he's thinking about Sasha, picturing the conversation that they had, and he's just conflicted. Rosita gets up, says she made him a necklace from, I think, a truck wreckage or whatever, and he was like, "Rosita, you're damn near perfect." And she was like, "Prove it to me," in the shower. And he was like, hold on. But they get with Jesus. They have a meeting with Daryl, Rick, Carl, Abraham, all those guys and gals. Jesus informs them that their world is about to get much bigger, which it got much bigger. And I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who haven't watched it, so avoid this video. But Jesus was simply telling them, things are going to get bigger for you all, and y'all have to really adjust. They're on their way to the hilltop where Jesus and his people reside, and they stumble upon some of a wreck, and quickly Jesus identifies them as his people by the car. Rick puts the gun to Jesus and said, if this is a joke, then the joke is gonna go wrong for you. He handcuffs him. Maggie watches Jesus at gunpoint while Rick, Michonne, Glenn, Abraham, and Daryl go inside to rescue the people from the hilltop. They kill a few zombies, nothing really big of a threat, and everything continues to go smooth. They're heading back to the hilltop, run into a little trouble. The storm that came in the night before, truck got stuck, but Jesus said, we're here anyway, let's go and get out. It was a kind of a little argument a little bit before they were granted entrance in the hilltop community. But Jesus said, "Rick, I trusted you, now you should trust me." Rick did it, trying to balance the newfound Rick ever since what happened to No Way Out to his son Carl. Trying to be that Rick that we were accustomed to early on in seasons 1 and 2, where he used to give people chances. But it's definitely going to heat up. It's going to heat up. We met Gregory, the leader of the hilltop community. He's not the greatest leader. He doesn't like confrontation, as Jesus said in tonight's episode. He wouldn't have chosen him, but the people like him, and he had played a big role in, getting established the way they were established. So, he understands why, that he was selected. Ethan comes back Ethan comes back. He stabs Gregory. I know I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but it's hard trying to keep your train of thoughts because there's so much happened in tonight's episode. But Ethan stabs Gregory, only doing it because Negan has somebody he loves, I think Craig, his brother, in possession, and he wants his brother back, from harm. Rick, Glenn, Michonne, Daryl, Abraham, they all jump in to take down Ethan, who, is getting beat up by Rick pretty good. Then he turns the tables. He's significantly bigger than Rick. Put the knife to Rick's throat and dares Glenn or anybody else to come near him, or he would slash his throat. But Michonne, once again, is there to save Rick's ass. Not to say that he was in severe danger of getting, killed, but her saying anything distracted Ethan and allowed Rick to stab him in the neck. Blood just started gushing everywhere. Abraham was getting beat up. Daryl came to his rescue, broke the guy's arm. And they worked cohesively as a team. Maggie, you can already start to see that she's starting to take more of a leadership role, and Rick encouraged that as they was going up the stairs when they first entered the house in the Hilltop community where they met Gregory. Rick told her it's best you talk to her, and you got to get better at this anyway. And she did a good job. Gregory was being disrespectful, kind of being sexist, trying to come on to her, pretty much offer her sex for, offering her a chance to have sex with him for exchange of things that they need. But being a strong woman that she is, she did not go for it. She was insulted by it, and it was dismissive. But Maggie showed that her negotiating skills are top level. Pretty much, the name Negan was mentioned numerous times in tonight's episode. It piqued the interest of Rick, and pretty much, Daryl said, if we'll kill Negan and his people, and if we do that, you give us half your medical equipment, half your food, half your ammunition, and a cow. And they're hell bent on seeking and destroying Negan and the Saviors, Jesus, and explained to him that they killed the 16-year-old boy. I forgot his name. Negan did, beat him to death in front of him to let him know that I'm not playing. And Negan is not to be fucked with. Excuse my language. And obviously Rick and the crew are underestimating him because they've been through numerous battles. I mean, just in the beginning of the series, overcoming what he overcame, being shot, waking up in a coma. From a coma in a hospital that's flooded with walkers, to dealing with his best friend who was dealing with his wife Shane having to kill him, dealing with the governor who was badass, who gave them all they could handle, killed Herschel, and losing Dale, and then having to fight the guys at Terminus. Rick is definitely accustomed, and Rick, not just Rick, but the Alexandrians, the survivors, are definitely accustomed to battling and overcoming the odds. But as they will find out, Negan is going to be the toughest foe to this day, in terms of his resiliency, his smarts, his toughness, and the way that his men are trained killers. They TTG, they train to go, and they RTG, they ready to go, and they're badasses, and it's gonna bode bad for somebody from the survivors. Like I said, we're moving along in a time where Maggie and Glenn had an appointment with one of the doctors at the Hilltop. Did the ultrasound. The baby is healthy. And like I said, next episode preview pretty much was, they back in Alexandria. They're in church. Rick is telling them Father Gabriel, Morgan, Carol, everybody, that we have to fight. We have to fight. We got to be prepared because it's going to be a battle, and it is going to be a lot of lives lost, a lot of tears shed. But we heading into that fantastic episode in next weekend. A remainder of the down the stretch of season 6 is gonna get better from here. And Negan is here. Negan is close. And Rick and his team, they're out looking for him pretty much. And I'm excited. I'm excited, and I just can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be an emotional ride because some of our favorite characters are gonna, bite the dust, and we just better enjoy the ride while we have them, because next week's episode is gonna ratchet up the intensity as they go out and try to find Negan and his people scouting, trying to come up with a game plan, excuse me, to defeat him. But like I said, this is gonna be a long, drawn-out war, and they haven't even met Negan yet. Met some of his people, killed some of his people, but it's on in a matter of a few episodes. But that's gonna be it for my review. Don't want to hold it any longer. Like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe to the channel, Big Cool Entertainment. Leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what you thought of tonight's episode. On a 1 to 10 scale, honestly, I give it a 8.5. It was unexpected action and intensity. I didn't expect Gregory to get stabbed right off back, but he did. And it's great to hear Negan's name mentioned a lot more. But like I said, leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you thought of tonight's episode, and what did you rate it on a 1 to 10 scale. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, follow me on Twitter at Big Cool Entertainment. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.